People often use the word accident that suggests a particular injury cannot be predicted. And if it cannot be predicted, it cannot be prevented. But that's not true. Most accidents in the modern world, industrial, chemical, occupational, environmental, and even road traffic injuries have root causes that we can change. Let's go to the classroom. Dr. Mark Rosenberg was instrumental in establishing CDC's National Center for Injury Prevention and Control and became the first permanent director. He also served as Assistant Surgeon General. He was President and CEO of the Task Force for Global Health from 2000 to 2016. Under his leadership, the task force grew to be one of the largest nonprofit organizations in the country and is instrumental in providing people in the developing world with greater access to vaccines for influenza, cholera, and other deadly diseases, and medicines for multi-drug resistant tuberculosis. Dr. Rosenberg was influential in persuading the United Nations to recognize road safety as a public health issue.
Let's look at the field of injury control. In the 1960s, the US government saw that there was an epidemic of young people dying on the highways. And they said, this is unacceptable. We've got to stop this. So they invested in research, they invested in science. And starting in 1970, our government has spent about $200 million a year on research to prevent deaths and injuries from motor vehicle crashes. From the research, we basically redesigned the car. We have cars now that have front impact protection, side impact protection, rollover protection. They have engine blocks that instead of crushing you like an anvil, they collapse like an accordion to protect you. They have steering columns that collapse and steering wheels that protect rather than crush your chest. We have side airbags, front airbags, head airbags, knee airbags. We have seat belts. The cars have been totally redesigned on the basis of the research findings. We've also totally redesigned the roads. We used to think that the safest roads were roads that were flat, straight, and wide. But then we learned that if you build roads like airport runways, people will drive like they're trying to take off. And we learned that to keep people driving at safe speeds, you had to build in curves and hills and bumps and winding parts to keep people awake and alert and to limit their speed. And by applying these findings from our research, we've accomplished a minor miracle. We have saved more than 500,000 lives.
The research that was done on road traffic injuries helped us understand what caused them and showed us how we could prevent them. We have learned that not only high-speed collisions cause fatalities, we have also learned that traffic lights at intersections actually cause people to speed up when the light turns yellow. And this acceleration was turning fender benders into lethal crashes. This has led countries like Sweden to remove red light intersections and replace them with traffic circles, resulting in reducing fatalities at intersections by 90%. Whether in infectious diseases like HIV, waterborne diseases like guinea worm, or road traffic injuries, understanding the causes gives us the power to change the outcome, to improve the future, and ultimately to become better ancestors.